Hi, I'm CJ Gex, swing coach to pros and amateurs alike. And here's your newest installment of the Top 10 Fault Series. This is your mini coaching clinic to correcting those faulty techniques most of us were taught in the past. We're going to shave strokes off your game, and we're going to keep you in this game for many years to come. These mini lessons are all taken straight out of my new Perfect Connection GolfSwing program, and they're meant for amateur golfers of all skill levels. Today, Pete Hayen helps expose the dangers of spinning your hips. This is another part of the golf swing that can totally throw off your score and leave you in a lot of pain. That's why it earns a place among my top 10. So let's fix that right now. One of the main issues I hear amongst golf instructors is what they teach their students to do is basically to spin their hips. And every time I see that, it kind of reminds me of a kid's, because I do teach a lot of juniors. And the issue is when they're really small, and they're not strong enough to support the club, I see a lot of firing of the hips, all right? And that puts a lot of stress on the back. So if you can show us here what it would mean and what you would say if I said, hey, Pete, spin your hips here, what's going to happen? So just go back a little bit and then just spin your hips. And what's going to happen here, do you feel a lot of stress in your lower back here? Yeah. All right, and that's what we see a lot that happens. And when you spin your hips, go ahead and stand up here a second. When you're spinning your hips, you're basically creating this arch in your back, and that is the number one fault or cause of low back injury amongst golfers. So that's what we kind of want to avoid. What the Perfect Connection golf swing, what we teach you to do is to create more of a stacked pillar of strength. And what I mean by that is by getting your joints on top of each other. A great drill for you at home, what the audience can do is if they take their address position, and all we're going to do is just sort of straighten your left knee a little bit. And when you do that, you're going to come into impact. Your hips will be slightly rotated open, and that's okay, a slight rotation, and everything there. And you can see his pillar of strength between his hips, basically, his shoulders, and his knees, how it's basically stacked. That's what we want in this situation. You can see both pillars of strength, they're stacked on top of each other. That's what we're looking for. So again, show me address position. For those at home, go ahead and straighten your left knee, slight rotation. Do that again for me. Okay, straighten the left knee. Good, so everything is in alignment here, and that's what we're looking for. So again, what we're trying to avoid here, Pete, is we're trying to avoid that the spinning of the hips, which will basically create that arch in your back, that's what we don't want. So we want, again, a triple stack, if you will, situation there, where the body is in natural alignment, and you're in the great impact position to produce those long shots.